So, most builders are terrible. And as a landlord and having done hundreds of deals, I have seen this time and time again. Why? They don't turn up. They don't turn up on time. They leave gaps in between the work that they're doing for you. They don't deliver you paperwork, and they overpack their schedule. And we're not even talking about the quality of the work here, are we? We're simply talking about being present and able to be able to begin the work. And the reason for this is the structure of their industry. Small scale builders, they're juggling lots of different jobs at any one time, because if they don't stop the pipeline, the money stops coming in, and they're usually outsourcing things like plastering, brickwork, electricity and plumbing to self-employed and contractors. So actually what they are is they're running quite a sophisticated project when really they got qualified in maybe carpentry or maybe general building work. So they're qualified for one thing and they're actually delivering another thing, which is quite a sophisticated project even on a small build. So my name's Susannah. I run the Good Property Company, which is today's YouTube, which is also a fabulous website you must go and check out, thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk. And I have downloadable education for you on all sorts of flipping, deal sourcing, builders, investors, everything you need to be successful in property. Why? Because we did over 200 deals, £45 million worth of property. So I've learned quite a lot in my 15 years in this industry, and I love sharing that with you. So go and have a look at the website at some point. But today's video is the 7 tips I am going to give you on how to find a good builder for your flip when we agree that most builders are going to be terrible. Are you ready? You're going to need to take notes. Okay, the first is understanding that it's a recruitment process. So you need to build a long list of builders. For every 100 builder name I get, I probably got one good builder. How'd you find them? Referrals. Investors, not people that are doing a 35 grand kitchen, they're the wrong kind of builder, but other investors. Who do you use who's good? I typically won't pass on my builders only to my academy members and mentees, because I'm not going to pass them on to people in the street because they're going to be busy. Then take photographs of builder vans and send them to your team or send them to yourself and put them on your list. Check a trade, literally Google them and look for great reviews, put them on your list. That builds you a long list of roughly about 100 builders and then you'll probably be able to interview and phone them to get the one good one. Tip number 2, I want you to pre-screen the contractor. So phone them up, talk to them about their business. Ask them to come to visit on site so that you can see whether they're able to actually turn up on time, or do they text you at the last minute, or do they not even bother turning up. So you're testing, can they talk sensibly and can they turn up on site? Tip number 3, Google them. Trustpilot, Google reviews. If you see a few reviews that are a nightmare, absolutely do not proceed. Don't just Google them, Google their name plus words like scam, and go onto Companies House and Google their companies. Put in Companies House director and put their name in. Put their address in if you've got their address. Were they directors of other companies? I've only been ripped off twice by builders. One was a long-standing builder, he was slowly failing, and so that probably was less preventable. The other was an absolute rip-off guy. I'll just call him Gary. I won't give you a second name. Absolute rip-off. He fed me all sorts of pity me stories about how his business had previously gone bust. His wife's business had previously gone bust. I will never work with somebody whose business went bust before, because as it turned out, this guy was a total scam artist. He didn't know very much about building, but he knew a heck of a lot about getting paid, overcharging and ripping people off, because he was used to that language of bankruptcy, because he was better at bankruptcy than actually doing business. So you choose, but had I followed my own rules, I wouldn't have been ripped off, but to the tune of about £60,000, because I'd have looked at his business and not believed his sob stories, because con artists are very good at sob stories. Tip number 4, ask for references and then phone those references up. Don't just be like, thanks for the reference, and it's their cousin. Phone them up, write to them, Google the reference. It's not their cousin, is it? Or their brother, or themselves with a made up name. If you can, go to the property they've told you a reference and say, is it at all possible I could see their work? And you're definitely verifying they did that work. Tip number 5, verify them. Now I always get the names wrong, but if they're a builder, ask for their card. What card level are they carrying to find whether they're qualified to do the work to the level they're at? ask for their insurance. The number of insurance documents that I have received that have started on the day that I asked for them is extraordinary. What it means is you know that they've got insurance at least for the next 12 months, and then put a reminder in your diary if you're still going to work with them, ask for a copy of their insurance. Never work with the builder until you've got a copy of their insurance on file. The electricians, National Inspection Council for Electrical Installation Contracting. I did need the notes on that. Although it's not a legal requirement, it's really good practice. Maybe are they a member of the Federation of Master Builders or the National Federation for Builders? They don't need to be, but it's really good practice. But the number one thing I will do for verification is I need a copy of your insurance, because that A, verifies them, they're pretty much sensible and serious, but B, can they deliver paperwork on time? And then number 6, employ them for a small task. We were once going to give £1 million worth of property work to somebody. And first I was like, well, hang on, don't get excited. I thought the relationship, this is working really well. Oh, I'm so excited about these guys. And I gave them like a £500 moving a door and replastering. Oh my Lord, I've never heard such moaning in my life. They didn't do the job all that well. And when we got them back and said, hey, you just need to finish it off, they blamed everybody but themselves. Now, they don't know, but that stopped them getting £1 million worth of property. So if I was hearing moan for a £500 job, what do you think I was going to hear for £1 million job? So check them out always on a small task. And bonus tip for you, who's the kind of builder you're looking for? You're a property investor. You're looking for profit in this. So you're not looking for the builder who's got like a 6-month waiting list and installs 35 grand kitchens. They have got juice because they're really trusted, because they've got waiting lists, because they've got history, because they've built up their business. They've got a lot of profit and juice in there, haven't they? And they deserve it. You are looking for the young guys or girls, but I've always employed guys so far, who've come out from a really good training of that kind of business, and they're like mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, and they're looking to buy business. With you, you're going to give them just above profit margin, so they make a tiny bit of money off you, but they're not making the big juicy money, but you've given them guaranteed work, and then they're going to slowly build up their opportunity to make juice in the 35 grand kitchens, till eventually they turn around to you and say, thank you very much, but I don't need your custom anymore. Don't get upset about it, it's just a process. That's the profile of the builder you need. So there you are, 6 tips for you to find good builders for your flip, because an amazing builder is an absolute joy to work with. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. I hope you enjoyed that vid. There is a 101 lessons pack if you haven't downloaded it already, 102 pages, I don't stint. If you just click on the link over there, you can download it now.